Everybody has a hobby, something we do mostly because it makes us happy. The best of us, like Richard Rawlings, can turn our hobbies into careers. Rawlings is very fond of taking old trash cars and turning them into real treasures, often making them more valuable than they were when first produced. But he also loves buying new cars, including a snazzy Springfield Coach V-Class limousine. But is that limo the crown jewel of Rawlings' collection? Welcome back to TUNANOCRUST, and today we're looking at the top 10 most expensive things that Uncle Richard owns. For those of you who don't know, Richard Rawlings is known for refurbishing and flipping cars. He bought his first car when he was 14 and let his passion grow. His devotion to the craft and financial know-how led to 2 Discovery Channel shows, Fast and Loud and Garage Rehab. One is focused on customizing cars, the other is about remodeling garages. We have videos on both of them. If you've seen either of those shows, you know Rawlings is one of the most business-savvy people on the planet, but you can still enjoy him making the occasional drunk deal. So let's get a few things off the ground before we begin. The first is that cars generally go down in value or depreciate as time goes on. If you buy an expensive car now, you will probably not be able to flip it, unless you're Richard Rawlings. We'll make notes about why these cars are as pricey as they are as we go. There are a few exceptions to this, and you're about to see 9 of them. Before we start, don't be a crusthead. Click that subscribe button and turn post notifications on to be notified of our next crusty video. Now, let's start at the bottom of the list with number 10, 2020 Mercedes-Benz Springfield Coach V-Class. In April 2020, Rawlings bought one of the longest cars in his garage, a 2020 Mercedes-Benz Springfield Coach V-Class. This highly customizable limousine became Rawlings' command center shortly after he bought it. Little did he know he was being filmed for a TV spot as he checked the car out. But this is the bottom of the list. That means the other 10 things must be insanely pricey. You have no idea what people would do to get their hands on some of these. Number 9, 2015 Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat. This is a car with a story. First, this technically belonged to Richard's then-wife Sue Rawlings. Does including it on this list qualify as cheating? Regardless, it's the second Hellcat ever made, explaining its price tag. But that's nothing compared to the nightmare this one car put Richard Rawlings through in 2018. In September 2018, the 2005 Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat was stolen.
Now, the Hellcat was special for 2 reasons. One, it's serial number 2. It's the second Hellcat ever made. And 2, it had a very, very important picture from St. John's childhood in the back that his mom forgot to bring in. So it's got some really big sentimental value laying in the back seat, and it's got it's serial number 2. Come on, guys.
It was stolen at approximately 2:30 a.m. and had a precious family photo in the back. The car's license plate and model were both posted online so that Rawlings could catch the culprit and his car. He offered a reward for finding the car. But the car was not heard of for months. It wasn't until May of 2019 that a repo truck driver caught it heading south on I-35 East.
No way. This is it. So here we are. Thanks to a local driver, repo guy. He saw this car sitting back here, and we grabbed the cameras, came out here, and this is serial number 2 Hellcat. Well, the insurance already paid. It's got the
How long has it been
Challenger
gone?
paper
Oh, the
in
lights
back.
came on. It unlocked.
That's rad.
The car was found in a lot. Rawlings and his cameras were on the scene. With the click of a digital key, Rawlings was able to confirm that it was his car, but it wasn't quite the same. The picture was gone, the car was damaged, and drugs were probably involved. It must have been sitting in the lot for a couple of months. And of course, the repo man got paid for his find. Richard Rawlings is a man of his word. Number 8, 2021 Ram T-Rex. Texas is truck country and Rawlings knows it. The 2021 Ram TRX, pronounced T-Rex, is a massive truck that Rawlings barely needed to make any changes to. The one time he did was to test a new set of tires. Along with several of the other cars on this list, Rawlings put this T-Rex up for grabs on a giveaway on his website. Where is it now? For now, it is on this list at a comfortable number 8 spot. Number 7, 1977 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am. Rawlings' 1977 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am isn't just expensive, it's famous. A movie called Smokey and the Bandit made the car so famous that every 1977 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am skyrocketed in value. The actual car from the movie recently sold for around $500,000. But that's not the one Rawlings has, right? Well, no, but Rawlings has another reason to really like the Firebirds. Even though the Firebird Rawlings has isn't from the movie, he has a special soft spot for the vehicle.
So this car is near and dear to my heart because I searched for about 10 years to find the car that I had in high school.
Yep.
And I couldn't find it. I had to settle on this. It's every single exact option as I had without the musty smell of that cheerleader.
The first car he worked on in a high school auto class was a Pontiac Firebird, so it became one of his favorite cars. The 77 Firebird in his garage is a replica of the one he worked on in high school. And even if he doesn't have the exact car from the movie, he does have the hat that belonged to the star of Smokey and the Bandit, Burt Reynolds. This is one of Rawlings' favorite European cars. While there's not too much to say about it, it's a strong car sporting a 612 horsepower engine beneath an aluminum chassis. Number 6. 1968 Shelby Mustang. But let it be known that no matter how much Rawlings loves Firebirds, his heart belongs to Mustangs. The 1968 Shelby on this list was one of the first cars Rawlings modified on Fast and Loud. Based on the car in The Crown Affair, this modified Mustang has the fog lights and wide tires of a truck. It was customized based on approximately 8 seconds of film clips and a few still shots. Rawlings made the car because no one else had made it. Number 5. 1967 Pontiac Firebird. We mentioned that Rawlings loves Firebirds. He loves them enough that he bought the second 1967 Pontiac Firebird ever made. Rawlings put this car up for sale at an auction in Mecum, Kissimmee, Florida in 2021. It was expected to go for $175,000 to $225,000 US. For comparison's sake, a 1967 Pontiac Firebird in less than excellent condition usually goes for $25,300 US. That's the power of owning the rarest VINs. But this is another entry that we have to leave relatively barren. We don't know what happened to this car after the auction. It didn't crack the top 10 car auctions, and the site for the auction requires an account to see results. Number 4. 1970 Dodge Challenger. Meant to be a challenger to the Mustang and Camaro cars, the Dodge Challenger commands a hefty price tag. Only around 166,000 Challengers were made. The scarcity alone warrants the 6 figures. It's worth mentioning that Rawlings modified his Challenger. While it initially looks like an old car with a redone paint job, Rawlings has never failed to make his cars both fashionable and functional. There's a Hellcat engine inside this Challenger, along with a few other changes that make the car a worthy rival. Number 3. Ferrari 599 GTB. This is one of Rawlings' favorite cars. While there's not too much to say about it, it's a strong car sporting a 612 horsepower engine beneath an aluminum chassis. Number 2. 1989 Lamborghini Countach 25th Anniversary Edition. You may have noticed that Rawlings has a weakness for nostalgia. Nowhere is that truer than with his 1989 Lamborghini Countach. When he was growing up, this Lambo was the poster car. Everybody wanted a Lamborghini, but Rawlings wouldn't be able to afford one until he was older. Now he has the Lambo and much, much more. Number 1. Ford-a-Lac or Dallas Mansion. This top slot is almost up for grabs. Rawlings has an extremely rare Ford-a-Lac. A Ford-a-Lac is a vintage car that was customized in the early 50s. As the name would imply, it's a Ford modified with a stronger Cadillac engine. This car is so rare that it doesn't have a sticker price to quote. But if there can only be one at the top, the place probably goes to Rawlings' $1.7 million house in Texas. The 3,933 square foot residence is made of brick but has a Zen garden, 3 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, a Mad Men style bar, multiple decks, and 1 indoor and outdoor bath. And you thought he only invested in old cars. And those are the 10 most expensive things Richard Rawlings owns. Do you think the Ford-a-Lac or the mansion is really worth more? What's the most expensive thing you want in your life? Do you think the Hellcat's backstory makes it more valuable, or does the damage from the incident hurt it too much? Let us know what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and ring that bell. We'll see you next time.